Nightmare Before Christmas is directed by Henry Selick, who also directed James and the Giant Peach and Coraline. Based on the Tim Burton poem, Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion. I remember watching this film a whole lot as a kid. I remember my first experience of this movie watching a clip of This Is Halloween, the opening musical segment that basically opens up the entire movie and get us to know this world of Halloween Town. And I loved it, and it led me to watch the full movie. I loved it, and then I listened to the soundtrack multiple times, including the Nightmare Revisited soundtrack, which I have right here. I loved The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now that it's been 30 years, how does this film hold up? Is it as good as I remember? Is it a bit worse? In my opinion, I think this movie still holds up to this day incredibly well due to the great animation and fun characters to be had. Jack Skellington, played by two different actors here, Danny Elfman and the guy from Child's Play who plays Cop, is a really fascinating character, as he starts off as someone who's getting tired of his Halloween traditions and wants to find something new, which as a creator myself, I relate so much to. And I think anyone who has a drive for anything in their life, this is a really relatable character arc that I could completely get behind with. Because doing all this Halloween stuff for probably thousands of years at this point is bound to get tiresome. And it's bound to bring this guy crumbling passionless. He wants to do something different. He wants to bring something unique. And he discovers Christmas Town as he goes into the forest and finds all these doors of different holidays, and he opens the one with the Christmas tree, and it leads to him finding Christmas Town, and that's when he finds that passion once again. The movie also tells the themes of not understanding what Christmas is about, as he is completely misunderstanding what Christmas really is, and only looking at the entire holiday at a surface level. He doesn't really understand what this holiday really meant, because he never experienced it. He just saw the pretty lights, he saw the snow, he saw the little elves and the presents and everything like that. He doesn't understand what Christmas is all about and what all this stuff really means for the holiday. And so he focuses his ideology of Christmas on the wrong things, which leads to him kind of ruining the entire point of the holiday, which leads to Sally, played by Catherine O'Hara from Home Alone and Beetlejuice, having to be the voice of reason, trying to talk Jack Skellington out of this whole Halloween/Christmas mashup that he's doing. And it's tougher because she is also in love with Jack and wants to support him. She knows that he's trying to do something different, trying to find new passions, but she understands that's just not Jack Skellington. He is trying to be something he is not. Which brings us to the theme of imposter syndrome. And as we head towards the movie's climax, we get to see Jack Skellington give all these presents to the kids. But after everything he has done to Christmas with his Halloween traditions, how do you think things are going to end up? They ended up bad. These toys start attacking the kids. Everyone is scared, calling the police. They label Jack Skellington as an imposter. And you can see that this is now crumbling all over, and it completely failed. And what I love most about this film is, despite there being an antagonist here in this movie, being Oogie Boogie, all the faults of the main plot line of trying to bring Christmas to Halloween Town, all the faults lead directly to Jack Skellington. He's the one to blame for literally every decision made here. Not Oogie Boogie, he's just someone else with a different agenda. This is all Jack Skellington's fault, and he has to admit that in the fantastic song Poor Jack, which is so beautiful and a great conclusion to his character arc as he starts to slowly learn to be who he truly is inside and just love himself and bring new ideas and creativity that he tried to do with Christmas to his Halloween traditions, because that is what he truly is. He can't be anyone other than himself, because that is only going to lead to a lot of problems. And that's what I love most about this film. Themes are that of self-improvement and trying to not be something you are not. Be yourself. It's okay to do that. It's okay to have new ideas and trying to find other passions, but don't take it from somebody else. Don't take those passions away from something and you don't understand it. And if you are going to try and do that, try to understand their viewpoints. Oogie Boogie as a villain is kind of my one major problem with the film, as he doesn't really affect the plot a whole lot, aside from there having to be a big climax near the end. He is built up in bits and bits here, but still at the end of the day, his plotline doesn't really connect with Jack Skellington until he gets Santa Claus. In fact, you could do a few rewrites here and there, and Oogie Boogie would not affect the story a whole lot. But his performance and the way he is visualized in the film and his opening song number are really incredible, that it makes me forgive him being a kind of nothing character, aside from him trying to kill Santa Claus and just have a random climax near the end of the film. All in all, I think the story here is really good. The animation is top notch and well animated. The stop motion is incredible, especially for its time. The musical score by Danny Elfman is great. All the songs are perfect and fit the scenes they fit in. This Is Halloween is a great opening number. Poor Jack is a great I Want song. Sally's song is sweet and I listen to it a whole lot. Poor Jack, as I said, is really incredible. Oogie Boogie's song is a whole lot of fun. Like, this soundtrack has bangers. Each song, to me, is perfect. And it's one of those albums that I just listen to completely. Like, there is not a single note or song or musical score that I just skip to the other. Like, I listen to everything. The soundtrack is incredible. The visual look is definitely Tim Burton-esque. While this is a Henry Selick directed film, you can definitely see hints of his creativity on display here with some of the characters and their interactions. The story itself is definitely Tim Burton, and the production design and how the characters are designed themselves are definitely Tim Burton-esque. So there's a bit of both Henry Selick and Tim Burton here, but it never felt out of place. These two creators and directors felt very compatible with one another, and I think that without these two collaborating as well as they did, this movie would not have been as well received. All in all, I think The Nightmare Before Christmas is an incredible film to this day. I think the animation holds up very well. The characters are a lot of fun. The songs are great. Almost everything about this movie is really good. And despite Oogie Boogie not being the greatest character for the plot itself, he still serves as a very entertaining villain and a formidable threat to our characters. So I could forgive his character not having the most characterization, though with a few rewrites, I think he could have been a bit improved here. But other than that, The Nightmare Before Christmas is a perfect Halloween/Christmas film, and I'm going to give it an A+. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.